Good evening. How are you? Hope you're good. Okay, a few games going on tonight. Well done to Scotland. Well done to Republic of Ireland, securing their playoff places, as we pretty much knew what were happening. And England, of course, as we know as well, certainly going to the World Cup. And I just wanted to take a minute to focus on the England against Luxembourg game tonight, and just really question why it's happening. And I was watching the game with my husband tonight, and he mentioned early on, like, why are England having to play these games against the likes of Luxembourg? I think Luxembourg's got a population of like 500,000. The city of London's got a population of 9 million. What is the point of these games? Also, you dig further into it and you don't have to go far to realise that Luxembourg are FIFA's 118th ranked side. And then sure enough, the absolute angel that is of all, Emma Hayes, was on the commentary tonight in the game at Stoke for England, and made a very good point that there's such a gulf between these sides and these countries. But they all need to level the playing field and give them the opportunity that they deserve, to start spreading that out a little bit and making the disparities that little bit more even. And we're a far, far away and far cry from that. But England do exactly as England seem to do in these games and comfortably win 10-0. 10-0. I mean, it's frustrating because they shouldn't have to play games like that. You can understand it. There could be moments in this games where a player could suffer a career ending or a season-defining injury. But anyway, that didn't happen tonight. But there's one name that's really doing the rounds, and we need to focus on Keira Walsh for a second. But let's just reflect quickly on the game. It was Georgia Stanway, of course, who got that penalty. In the first 10 minutes, there was a foul, a clear and obvious foul on Russo in the box. Stanway took the penalty. She took it very, very well. And then Russo got the second ball. Also trending just now, Leah Williamson. The girl can yawn and start trending. She's absolutely everywhere at the moment. She doesn't seem to put a foot wrong. Absolutely rate that, and her captaincy over England just now has been a reign and absolutely brilliant. I think it's something like 80 goals, none conceded, and no defeats for England under Sarina Wiegman as well. So really they are on a different level just now. Very much so looking forward to October, when they play the USA at Wembley. I think it's the 7th or 8th of October, something like that. Bloody can't wait for that game, because I think that's going to be a real one to watch and a real moment where you can see where England are really at in the world. You know, it's really that moment to define where they're going in the World Cup as well. You can really look at that. But goals came from Stanway, Alessia Russo, Stanway again, Rachel Daly, Beth Mead, Beth England, Nikita Parris, Ella Toone, Toone Hemp, and Beth England once again. Wow, there's really no stopping England at the moment, and it shows you the all-out attack, and again the strength and the depth that Sarina Wiegman has in that side just now. It's absolutely sensational, and fair play to Keira Walsh getting her 50th cap tonight for England, and what a time she's having at the moment. I don't know actually if you've seen the footage of her on Twitter the other day. Just type in Keira Walsh, it'll come up. It's her in training for the Lionesses, and she's just literally skinning everybody. She's such a beautiful football player. She's been that engine in the midfield for England across the Euros. And it certainly seems like big things are coming from her just now, or ahead for her. But anyway, it's going around just now that she's set to be the record transfer in women's football. That something big is coming from her. I'm seeing it just now from She's a Baller, a world record deal for Keira Walsh. It's all over Sky News. It's all over all of the blogs and whatever that we read just now. And you kind of can't shy away from the fact that, you know, Manchester City have knocked back 3 offers for Keira Walsh so far this window. And it now looks like she's going for a world record fee, of course, to Barcelona. Now, maybe you're not aware of this, but if you're just joining us now, but if you're a women's football fanatic like myself, you will understand that Keira Walsh is in a relationship with Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze, of course, has left Manchester City, and she's made that move to Barcelona. And it looks like Keira Walsh is heading out the door after her more than deserved, especially after the season that she's had, especially after the Euros that she's had. But wondering what that fee is going to be. Now, initially when Pernilla Harder signed for Chelsea, it was, I think, 250,000 was the transfer fee that time. Today I'm seeing it was 300,000. Apparently this is going to be a higher transfer fee. She's still got a year to go on her deal at Manchester City, but what a player she would be at the likes of Barcelona. Again, such a juggernaut in women's football. Is Manchester City, of course, doing well, but to go to Barcelona would be a huge move for her. I'm seeing 400,000 euros reporting, and of course that's surpassing the £250,000 fee that Chelsea paid for Pernilla Harder in 2020. Does Keira Walsh deserve that move? Absolutely she does. I think she's the type of player who's been around for what feels like quite some time, but still so young. She's 25 years old. She's now been thrust out there because of the Euros and because of the job that she's done. But she's so trusted. She's so liked. She's so adaptable. She does not stop. She joined Manchester City in July 2014, in case you're not aware of that. She's had 189 appearances for Manchester City, and she's scored something like 11 or 12 goals, possibly 14 goals, maybe even say that. But City have had a bit of a clear out this window as well. Of course, they've lost Caroline Weir. She's gone to Real Madrid. You've lost Lucy Bronze. Of course, her partner has gone to Barcelona, and Stanway as well, who's gone to Bayern Munich. So they've had a bit of a change this window. They've brought in some brilliant players as well. Manchester City already knocked out of the Champions League, so you can understand why Keira Walsh is looking and going, hold on a minute. I am up there with one of the best midfielders in the world just now. I should be playing at a club who have still got that opportunity within the Champions League, and what a season that would be, or what a time that would be for her to win the Euros, to be going into the World Cup and playing at one of the best clubs in the world when it comes to women's football as well. It will be interesting to see what develops there. Does she deserve that move? 1,010%. She absolutely does. And what I also love about Keira Walsh is just how humble she is, how quiet she is, how she just keeps herself to herself. Of course, she's been in the media this week looking ahead to this game against Luxembourg, and she's remained very tight-lipped on what's going on. Very much so my focus is on England, what's happening with England. I'm looking ahead to the World Cup. I'm not focusing on club football right now at this moment in time. But with a very, very short time to go on the window, it seems like this move is very, very, very close to be happening. More likely than ever is the reports from Anton Toulou, who's a man I've worked with at Sky a couple of times. Barcelona back in talks with Manchester City over a deal to sign Lioness Keira Walsh for a potential world record fee. I'm going to say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So yeah, it looks like she's going to be a Barcelona player. It's been rumbling on for quite some time. I actually can't believe the deal is not done. But Keira Walsh to Barcelona looks like it might be happening. It's a loss to the WSL, especially after the Euros, to know that we could have seen her here, on our home turf as well. But looks set to join Barcelona for a record fee as well. Fair play to her. If there's one player who deserves it, an underrated player, it is Keira Walsh.